And so we had the conversation publicly. Show people how there was 11 years separation between us.
It's really difficult when you've admired somebody all of your life.
In my face and gouge my eye out with a plastic spoon. Not on my watch. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Here's what I want you to get, beloved. Take her down. That is delicious.
What I thought you were saying to me is that this isn't about you deciding the time.
Let's talk about the most explosive and shockingly sensational celebrity scandals of the past year. A story so mind-blowing that it is not just about betrayal, but allegations.
Lord, just scratch my eye out with a plastic fork?
No.
I would not say that to you, Oprah Winfrey.
But
She shared with the world an unimaginable loss of her own.
Renowned TV personality and life coach Iyanla Vanzant has reportedly revealed jaw-dropping details about none other than Oprah Winfrey, her former mentor and longtime friend, in a bombshell interview.
Yeah,
tell us about it.
I was part of the Change Your Life faculty when Oprah did back in the 90s. And there was a breakdown of communication between me and Miss Winfrey. And I left the Oprah Winfrey show. But in her 25th season, when she was going off air, she invited me back because people always wondered what happened. Mm-hmm. And they made up all kind of stuff. We had a fight, and I slept with Stedman, and, just ridiculous.
I said, nigga, I know it's up to a scam, but people can change. And he wanted to tell other parents how to look out for molesters. My brother Gerald is a charmer. So my mind thought was, because she said, do you want to come on? I said, I don't want nothing to do with that cat. I said, nigga, I know it's up to a scam, but people can change. And who am I to say he hasn't changed? It might really be different. So I don't want to get in the way of that. I just don't want nothing to do with it. She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen. But I wanted to call you up to see how you felt first. When I hung up that phone, brother, I looked at my husband, I said, that bitch is all right with me. That's a real...
She kept it
because she didn't have to call me up. She didn't have to say my brother was coming. She could have just ran with shit and let it happen. I dig her for that. Now I begin to see commercials with my brother, my mother, my father, and my other brother. Now the reason why that means so much is because in the conversation we had about my brother, we then went deeper. And we began to talk about our relationships with our mothers and our fathers. And I shared my relationship with her about my mother, as she shared hers with me, which I will never repeat because she shared it with me about her mother and father. It might be something she shared with everybody, but wanted to make me feel special. I don't know. Nonetheless, it was in our moment. I shared with her that me and my mother was not talking. I shared with her we were in a really bad place. I shared with her I was hurt and, trying to figure this thing out. She never said my mother was coming on that show, because had Oprah Winfrey said, I'm gonna have your mother, I would have said, shut it down.
But here's where things take an even wilder turn. Iyanla didn't just stop at discussing Oprah's so-called dark side, she also hinted at secret rooms and hidden agendas that could completely change everything we thought we knew about the Queen of Media.
Just doing that, I was like, okay, there's something else going on here.
Secret meetings, powerful figures, and shocking truths. This story has it all. Buckle up, because you're in for a wild, scandal-packed ride.
What Oprah was offering me at the time, I didn't think I was worthy of. So I had to blow it up, and I did. That's the bottom line. I didn't think I was worthy of it because I was in the doing. I wasn't in the being. And she was offering me a way of being that I couldn't receive. I just wasn't worthy.
I
don't know what it meant. I was crazy. I needed a pill or something. I don't know what it meant, Oprah Winfrey. I was not telling you to just drop your book club and your show and everything and just do a show for me? I just wanted you to say you liked me and you never did.
Let's rewind and dive into the relationship between Iyanla Vanzant and Oprah Winfrey. These two influential women have a history that's as layered as it is fascinating.
With women from the Global 30 Under 30 lists and 50 Over 50 lists, joining the likes of Hillary Clinton, Tyra Banks, Kathy Wood, and Huma Abedin. And while we have to wait until tomorrow to tell you who is on the next list, today we shine our spotlight on one woman who embodies the spirit of what it means to achieve so much later in life. Iyanla Vanzant is reframing the conversation around mental health and wellness. As a life coach,
Iyanla first stepped into the public eye in the late 1990s as a guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Her raw honesty and life-changing advice quickly made her a fan favorite. She wasn't just another guest. Oprah herself took an interest in her, even mentoring her career. But behind the scenes, their relationship was far from perfect.
You say you liked me and you never did. I hadn't struggled hard enough for it.
But that
I
isn't
couldn't even receive it.
But this is...
I couldn't receive it, Oprah. I couldn't recognize it.
In 2001, after a series of personal and professional setbacks, Iyanla's career took a serious hit.
One of the reasons I was able to say Fix My Life is done is because each year I work on something. I work on love. I work on joy. I work on peace. I work on service. Well, my principle was freedom. I wanted freedom.
Wow.
Freedom to be, to do, to go. And doing a show, you don't have no freedom. So I took a stand for what I value.
She claims that during this difficult time, Oprah cut ties with her, leaving her to fend for herself. Over the years, Iyanla has openly spoken about feeling abandoned, and their relationship has remained tense ever since.
What we saw on television and thought was her anger was really her fear.
I'm very sensitive to energy, and they think they have a right to say certain things because we're not clear and conscious of the energy we send out. So through the emails, through the social media, people were coming to my home. I was getting death threats because they didn't like something I said or did. And I'm like, I want to be free of this. I don't want this.
Fast forward to today, and Iyanla is back in the spotlight. This time, she's not holding back. In a recent interview, she reportedly exposed shocking secrets about Oprah, including rumors of hidden agendas and secret rooms. But what exactly did she reveal? Let's break it down.
That when you can get silent and still, you get the deepest wisdom and divine guidance that's available to you.
In a recent podcast appearance, Iyanla allegedly dropped a series of revelations about Oprah Winfrey.
She says, if you argue against reality, you will suffer.
Yes.
If you argue against reality, you will suffer.
According to her, Oprah has been involved in secret meetings and hidden strategies that have helped her maintain her dominance in Hollywood.
But when Miss Winfrey offered me the opportunity to return to the OWN network, and I support that vision and of the network, and I said, sure. People suffer needlessly. I suffered needlessly. Simply because I didn't have information.
But here's where it gets even crazier. Iyanla also suggested the existence of secret rooms, where Oprah and other high-powered figures reportedly gather to make major decisions that shape the entertainment industry. According to Iyanla, these rooms are strictly off-limits to outsiders and are used to control narratives, manipulate careers, and even silence people who step out of line.
And I stopped to think, and I was like, okay, who's going to find me and what is it going to look like? And I'm going through all of this. And I heard, from deep within, stop being dramatic. Stop it. Put that down. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to lay down and you're going to stay there till I tell you to get up. And that's what I did. I went to bed and stayed there.
Wow. I mean, that's.
I mean, I can laugh about it now. I couldn't laugh about it back then. But in those moments, you could have not told me that I could sit here today and laugh about it. I had the pistol, it's licensed, in my hand, And when I started just going through and it was, for me, it was grief. That's what took me there. Grief and sadness and sorrow and not having a consistent daily spiritual practice.
Although Iyanla didn't provide hard proof, her statements have fueled intense speculation. Some insiders have come forward claiming that Oprah's empire thrives on secrecy and control. Others, however, dismiss Iyanla's accusations as nothing more than personal resentment.
What Oprah was offering me at the time, I didn't think I was worthy of. So I had to blow it up. And I did.
So what's the real story here, and why is Iyanla choosing to speak out now? Let's analyze the possibilities. Now, let's talk about these so-called secret rooms. What exactly are they, and why are they causing such a stir?
Will break my heart, but adults, I'm coming for you.
Now, how tough do you have to be to do what you do? Because, people always want to go to the fixer, but who fixes the fixer when the fixer needs fixing? Ooh. You know what I mean? So, not everybody is built like you are to be able to unbiasedly give out advice, say the things that are unpopular to say in the face of the people that need to hear them. So, what built you up to be that level
I am
of
a vessel for the Holy Spirit. I'm a vessel for the Holy Spirit.
According to Iyanla, these exclusive spaces serve as the meeting grounds for Hollywood's most elite figures, where they allegedly make behind-the-scenes decisions that dictate the future of the industry. Some sources claim these rooms are used to blacklist celebrities who refuse to comply with certain unspoken rules, while others believe they serve as spaces to revive fading careers or carefully craft media narratives.
Oprah addressed all the hate online, telling the Daily Mail that she was disappointed in the reactions from the world, rather than focusing on the good things and the people of Maui.
But here's the most disturbing part. Iyanla hinted that these rooms might also be connected to darker, more secretive activities, though she stopped short of giving specific details.
Worked extremely hard and achieved her dreams of becoming a stand-up comedian. And every time her path crossed with Oprah, they grew closer and closer.
That woman hugged me and said, "When I look at you, I ain't doing nothing but looking at me."
One name that has surfaced in discussions about Hollywood's secret dealings is Sean Diddy Combs. Oprah and Diddy have had an intriguing relationship over the years, one built on mutual admiration, but also surrounded by whispers of exclusivity and power plays.
You attend any of P. Diddy's parties? Are you involved in any of the freak-out?
Oprah, happy birthday.
It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. I don't want nobody to get it twisted.
Oprah! Oprah! Oprah!
They are saying that Oprah Winfrey and Diddy, they go way back. They are very close friends, and they are even saying that she has something to do.
Oprah has publicly praised Diddy's business acumen and even featured him on her platforms. But behind the scenes, some industry insiders have suggested that he too has attended the kind of elite, closed-door gatherings that Iyanla alluded to. Interestingly, Iyanla herself once crossed paths with Diddy at a private industry event, an encounter she has referenced in past interviews.
You create conflict, but not in a negative way, but sometimes people need to face that conflict to deal with themselves, you know?
I don't create the conflict, I just reveal the issue.
Okay.
And if the conflict means that agreement or disagreement. I don't need people to agree with me. I'm not doing anything they need to agree with.
While she never explicitly accused him of wrongdoing, she hinted at feeling an eerie sense of power dynamics at play, one where certain people, including Oprah and Diddy, seem to operate on an entirely different level of influence. Could this be part of the reason why Iyanla is now speaking out? Did she witness something deeper about these so-called secret rooms that made her feel the need to expose them?
Escapades. And this is something that's a lot more common than people think amongst elite parts of society.
While these claims remain unverified, they've sparked a tidal wave of debate online. Some fans are calling for an investigation into Oprah's alleged involvement, while others dismiss the claims as nothing more than wild conspiracy theories.
I collapsed emotionally and went into the control room and boo-hooed. I boo-hooed so hard, they didn't have me Kleenex. They handed me a towel. So then I laid my head down on the counter and I just cried. Why? Because I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I was not good enough all these years.
Regardless of what you believe, one thing is undeniable. These allegations have put Oprah in a very uncomfortable position.
I would say Oprah Winfrey you know what you need to do. And stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Since Iyanla's interview made headlines, the public reaction has been split. Some fans applaud her for finally speaking the truth, while others are rushing to Oprah's defense, arguing that she's being unfairly targeted.
Why would Oprah go to Africa to build a school when all these little girls in Chicago need her? Oprah pushed a lot of the bullshit, homie. We watched her get behind Hillary now. Man, when you know who and what Hillary Clinton is, you would despise Oprah Winfrey for pushing her. You would despise Jay-Z. You would despise Beyonce and them for pushing that woman off on her.
But here's the real issue. This scandal is putting Oprah's once unshakable reputation at risk. For decades, she's been one of the most respected and influential figures in Hollywood. But now, with these swirling accusations, her legacy could be in jeopardy. The media has wasted no time jumping on the drama, with sensational headlines like Oprah's dark secret exposed and Lyanla Vanzant vs. Oprah, the truth revealed, flooding social media feeds. But beyond Oprah's career, what does this controversy say about Hollywood itself? This situation raises a much bigger question. Is Hollywood's relentless pursuit of power and influence corrupting even the most respected figures?
When the first part of the event is a normal socializing mixer, upscale, the who's who is there, it's normal. But when you see the guy come out with the black suit and he's collecting everyone's cell phone and then inviting them to another party, which I say it's layers to it. They're inviting you to another part of the party where everybody cannot go. You see, so then that's when discrepancies start to take place, because they barely get to eat at all. And when they do eat, like they'll get like the nutrients out of it. They'll chew a grape, but they won't swallow the grape.
They're trying to maintain their figure. Yeah.
So, one glass of wine to that person, she's gonna get drunk fast.
Right.
So, my job, you gotta monitor those things. And a situation took place where it was a couple of us, and it's 4 of us total, 3 ladies, the principal and her 2 buddies. They sipped something and they started getting sick.
And this was the woman you were protecting. You were her security. Yes.
Yeah. So, my antennas go up. It led to a confrontation because I noticed that certain people knew what was going on. And a guy told me to relax, it's normal. No, this is not normal. Y'all don't know who y'all got here today.
From celebrity scandals to whispered allegations of cover-ups and manipulation, we've seen time and time again how the entertainment industry operates behind closed doors. The question now is whether Oprah, who has long been seen as a role model, is truly as untouchable as she seemed, or if these rumors hold any truth. While the details of Iyanla's allegations are still unfolding, one thing is certain. The pressure to succeed in Hollywood is immense, and it often comes at a cost. As fans, it's important to remember that celebrities are human too. They make mistakes, they have conflicts, and sometimes they get caught up in the game of power. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to demand transparency and accountability from the industry. All right, that's all we've got for today. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Iyanla Vanzant's shocking claims against Oprah Winfrey? Do you think there's any truth to these allegations, or is this just another attempt to drag Oprah's name through the mud? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.